Hi, I'm Steve Hand. This is Self-Improvement for Normal People using music to enhance mood. And I'm talking today about ranking the Kansas albums. I had done 15 down through 11. Today I'm doing 10 down to 6. Number 10 album is called Monolith. This was the album. It's the album cover right here, and as you can see, you can't even see the words Monolith on it, but that's okay. I'll tell you what songs were on it. It was released in 1979, which was the next to the last album that the original Kansas put out. The songs on side one, On the Other Side, which is a pretty classic ballad. People of the South Wind, which was probably intended to be a more commercial hit record. Angels Have Fallen, How My Soul Cries Out for You, A Glimpse of Home, Away from You, Stay Out of Trouble, and Reason to Be. And I think Kansas took a step back on this album. Again, it's ranked 10th, and which isn't bad for Kansas. It's good compared to many other groups, but I was disappointed because I think they took a step back. The album before this was Point of No Return, so I was expecting a little bit more. So that was number 10. Not too bad. It was the original group, but a little disappointing. Number 9. Number 9, may be a little surprised by this one. It's called Freaks of Nature, put out in 1995. Good album. There's some really cool songs on this. The songs are I Can Fly, Desperate Times, Hope Once Again, Black Fathom 4, Under the Knife, Need, Freaks of Nature, Cold Gray Morning, Peaceful and Warm. There was no Robbie Steinhardt on the album. David Ragsdale had taken over for him by this time, 1995. Steve Walsh was back in there, but his voice was beginning to get a little shaky. I mean, that's a lot of straining. If you've heard Steve Walsh and the notes he reached, got kind of worn out. No Kerry Livgren on this album. He had gone on to his own solo career and had formed some Christian bands. So it's a different feel to it, a less progressive rock, but still some good rockers. I Can Fly, Desperate Times, Freaks of Nature, good songs. Billy Greer was in there as the bassist now, doing a really good job, and he could really sing also. So I put that at number 9. Number 8, I have Power. In 1986, it was released. No violin in this one. We didn't have Robbie Steinhardt or David Ragsdale. No violin, so it's definitely a different sound. And in fact, this was when Steve Morse, the guitarist, came into the band, and he actually helped write a lot of songs. Absent also were Dave Hope and Kerry Livgren. Robbie Steinhardt, not there. Steve Morse and Billy Greer were in there. Silhouettes in Disguise, Power, All I Wanted, Secret Service, We're Not Alone Anymore, Musicato, Taking in the View, Three Pretenders, Tomb 19, Can't Cry Anymore. So it was more of a Steve Walsh-driven group. Steve Morse also, more classic rock sound, less prog rock. I thought Silhouettes in Disguise was a really good song. Power. All I Wanted was actually did chart as a single. Taking in the View, very pretty song. Beautifully written and sang song. A few just medium average Kansas song like Three Pretenders, Tomb 19, Can't Cry Anymore. Average for Kansas. So that was number 8. All right. Number 7, In the Spirit of Things. I have that ranked number 7. It was put out in 1988. This time it was still mostly the same group as Power, actually. It was Steve Walsh, Steve Morse, Rich Williams, Billy Greer, and Phil Ehart. That was the band at that time, 1988. The songs were Ghosts, One Big Sky, Inside of Me, One Man, One Heart, House on Fire, Once in a Lifetime, Stand Beside Me, I Counted on Love, The Preacher, Rainmaker, T.O. Witcher, and Bells of St. James. Interestingly, again, there was no violin, which takes away an important element for Kansas. It was less progressive rock, more classic rock style. I thought, though, that some of these songs were really strong. Ghosts, One Big Sky, Inside of Me, One Man, One Heart, House on Fire, Stand Beside Me, I thought were the best songs there. It was absent, the Kerry Livgren, the absence of Kerry Livgren, I think, took away a lot of the progressive rock sound that had been with Kansas. But still, a very good album. Some of these songs, are just better than average Kansas songs, which means they're really worth listening to. Number 6, I have the very first Kansas album. Now, some people probably think that I ranked this too low, but here's what it looks like. This was their first album. It has historical significance. You can look it up. It's not my big strength about the history of the state of Kansas, but very nice artwork. The songs are Can I Tell You, Bring It Back, Lonely Wind, Belexis, and Journey from Maribron on side 1. The Pilgrimage, at Perku, Death of Mother Nature, Suite on side 2. The only cover, Bring It Back, was a song written by J.J. Cale. Kansas did not have many recorded covers. They mostly did original work. Now, on the previous album that I reviewed, Power, they did actually have a couple of covers, I believe, and there was a lot of people contributing to that. But again, Kerry Livgren was not writing at that time for Kansas. But this first album, it's just Bring It Back is like a energetic song, one of those energetic songs. Lonely Wind is a ballad, and Steve Walsh has a very sad song, obviously. Lonely Wind, sad but really intense, powerful song. Belexis, again, upbeat song, but there's elements of progressive rock in it. Same with Journey from Maribron. It's an epic song. The only criticism I have about this album is Death of Mother Nature Suite. While the lyrics are very meaningful, talking about the destruction of the earth little by little and our natural resources kind of being threatened, the music can drag a little bit on that. It's more of a progressive rock, but this was really a historic album because, Kansas is such a unique band. And even within this one album, there are so many different styles. So it is worth taking a listen to. It's raw Kansas, and they did eventually, rather quickly, become more sophisticated with their writing and just expanded in terms of the genre. The number five, it will come later because that will be in our next video. So we've covered 10 through 6 today. We will cover 5 through 1 next time you tune in. Thank you for watching. Let me know what your comments are. Write down your comments. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.